gang. Welcome to another unscripted episode of Vital Vinyl. Pretend there's graphics right here. Happy New Year. Yeah, that's what those explosions were. Hope you all had a happy, wonderful New Year, Christmas, Hanukkah, Festivus, whatever's going on. Hope you had a great one and continue to have a great one into this new year of 2023. All right, enough rambling on, trying to figure out what I'm going to say next. Let's hop right into it, shall we? Today, we're going to talk about Midnight Express. This is a soundtrack to a movie called Midnight Express. Crazy how that worked out. So, like I've said before, I draw comic books and children's books, and when I do, sometimes I like to listen to instrumental music, especially if I'm doing a part of the book. Maybe it's like writing, or even just like plots and layouts where I'm really have to do some thinking and I don't want to get distracted by words and lyrics. I'll put on instrumental music, usually in the form of soundtracks. I posted one day, hey, what are some good soundtracks to listen to? And people were chiming in, and one was my buddy Robbie Musso, who draws for Transformers. So go check him out. He's also doing a book of his own called Tenrei no Cairo. I've read the first 2 issues of script, and it's pretty freaking cool. But anyway, he suggested the soundtrack to Midnight Express. And I went and checked it out, downloaded it on my iPod, ping, and rocked the ever-loving dog poop out of it. Pretty cool record, pretty cool album. And then, a few weeks ago, I was at Louisiana Music Factory, a record store in downtown New Orleans. And I was there with my daughter. She was hitting the dollar bin, looking for some records, because she's getting into this stuff too, and is building up a collection of her own. And so I was looking through some stuff. Wasn't really finding too much of what I'm into, but they do have a butt ton of other stuff, and like record supplies too, like stuff for cleaning your records and whatnot. Plenty of whatnot. But I stumbled upon, in the soundtracks section, the soundtrack to, you guessed it, Midnight Express. And it was only $10. So I got it, because, yeah, that's kind of been the whole thing of my vinyl collection, is rebuilding stuff that I had before, or stuff that I already know was going to be good. And so since I did have this digitally, digits, all right, I didn't even think of that. But I was like, yeah, cool, I like this. I know I like it, so I picked it up. And yeah, and it's even got some images from the movie on the back, and it's got a little synopsis for the movie there. So yeah, these were like little commercials back then. I believe, because I've never seen the movie, it's a story of like some kid, like 19, 20-year-old kid, who might have been smuggling dope out of Turkey and gets caught and thrown in a Turkish prison, and he can't get any help from the U.S. government. And then stuff just kind of sucks, because prison is bad, and so is smuggling drugs. So don't do that, kids. Today's lesson, don't smuggle drugs, or even do them. So this was on Casablanca Records, same record label that put out a bunch of stuff from Kiss. Black vinyl. Nary a scratch or a scuff to be seen. Well, except for the scratches and scuffs that I see now that I'm holding it under the ring light. But no skips, no loops, like where it just does the same part over and over and over again. So yeah, $10 well spent, ladies and James. And if I could slide this back in here, look, easy removal. It's so, yeah, great design here. But the tracks, yeah, it's got about 3 songs on one side, 5 songs on the other. Now, there are 2 songs that aren't instrumental. They have singing. They're okay, but I kind of like more instrumental stuff. And this, I guess I should say what kind of music it is. It's kind of like 80s synth poppy, like don't 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 ding 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 ding, like stuff like that. So if you're into stuff like that, which you should be, yeah, it's good. Especially because when I was first getting into this, I was working on a comic that I'm currently still working on called Tanya Bionic. That's sort of a cyberpunk comic, and so music like this kind of 80s synth poppy stuff really kind of goes with that. So it was helping set the tone for that stuff in my head. So since I figure that's something all you out there in YouTube land will be doing as well, when you're sitting and developing your cyberpunk comics, this is a great soundtrack to listen to. So, yeah. Pick it up, listen to it. And yeah, it's by Giorgio Moroder, who's done a bunch of other stuff that I can't think of right now off the top of my head because that whole unscripted thing that we talked about at the beginning. Guess I should have done some research, but you know what? You're here on the internet right now. You have all of that knowledge at your fingertips, at your disposal. So hop to it. Google Giorgio Moroder, or just type it into the search of YouTube. Or maybe I'll put the links down below, or maybe I won't. That's the joy of this show. You never know what you're gonna get. You never know what I'm gonna do, and neither do I. So on that note, I'll let's look at what we got for next time. A rockin' little band called The Muffs. So be sure you tune back in next time. If you haven't already, hit that like and subscribe, then that's because there's no such thing as a subscribe button. So maybe one day there will be. Thanks to everyone who has come aboard. We have gone from 1 follower to 25 followers, which is actually pretty cool for a show about nothing, just some old dum-dum rambling on, who sometimes thinks he's funny and sometimes thinks he's just rambling on. So, yeah. Thanks for checking it out. Thanks for sticking around. And thanks for hopefully tuning back in next time. Later.